So hi friend, today I'm going to create our third part of our video. In our part, I'm going to create a cluster application deployment and IHS plugin configuration, and show how to invoke application, how to make a URL for to running any application. So first click into login and go to in servers. In server, go to cluster and click into WebSphere Application Server cluster. Then click here new. So I have already created earlier tested test cluster, so let me create same as. So I'm going to create custom 01 JVM in under node 1. Click next, and I want to add another member in node 2. So let me add. So test custom 01 is going to create in node 1, test custom 2 in node 2. Weight is the 2. So default weight I'm taking here. Click next and click finish. Now click into review and select this. So doing this, our configuration will be synced with the local configuration. So now configuration and synchronize for this cell. Click OK. So now our cluster is created. And now we have to deploy application. So go to an application tab. Click WebSphere Application Server application and click here to install. So there is a two type of option asking for local path, remote path. If our application is local system, then choose local, otherwise click into remote. So for me now it's local. So let me browse. My application is this hello world. So click next, and it's asking for fast path, detailed path. So this is the in fast path it asking for like some require option to run application, but in default and detailed path it will give a lot of options as per your application, but for my application in fast path is sufficient. So in detail path I will cover this session in next time, and I will show a lot of option comes here like shared library, JNDI mapping, and all option it will show in this detail path. So let me click next now. Just click to next, and here it asking for in which server we are going to map this application. So for now I have only one cluster, so by default it goes for the one cluster only. Just click next, and host name default host, virtual host. So let me give to its context root. So let me context root is whatever what you can say give to invoke this application. So either let me give to it to hello. Next, finish, click review. So again I'm going to synchronize this configuration master to local. So let's see, our application is deployed, but it is now stopped. So let me start it. Yes, so it's showing application cannot be started because this clusters is already has not been started. So first we have to start the cluster which we have created. So click into the this cluster, start it. So now It's saying the start operation on cluster has been initiated. It may take several minutes for each cluster member to finish starting. So let's wait. So it will take several minutes to start cluster. Yeah. So let's see our cluster is started. So we have to go to in our application. So application is already started. Okay, it's not started. So let me start it. Select this and start. So okay, it's saying application is already started. One second. But why it's not showing it is started? Yeah. So now it's started. So let me how to invoke application. So basically how to invoke application. So always make URL like this. So HTTP host name and WC default HTTP port and context root. So for our this cluster, 081. So 9081 is the port for the custom 01 and 9080 is for the custom one and 90881 is the for custom 2. Let me show from here I found this port. So go to just into cluster, click into test cluster member. So we have these two members. So let me go to the first member. So here you can see port. So from here I found this port. So default host it's a 9080. So for same thing we have to go into cluster 2 JVM2. So here it's a 9081, right? So now our URL is look like this: host, port number, then context root. So let me invoke this and check if our application is running or not. So now our application is running fine in custom 01. Let me invoke custom 2 URL. So it's running in custom 2 also. So now our application is running in cluster. But how we can achieve its high availability? Okay, so high availability achieve only when we have to implement HTTP server over here. So let me configure high web server. So in first video I have installed HTTP server and plugin also. So here I'm not going to show how to install HTTP server and plugin. So go to in first part and check how I have done installation. So here just go to in server type and go to here web server, right? So click here new. Okay, so now it's asking us to select node, in which node I'm going to create this web server, because at least one node agent should be required to communicate with that IHS server. So let me take this node 1 and I'm going to give its IHS 1. So these are the IHS types. So I have installed IBM HTTP server, and let me give it to IHS only. So just click next and click next, and here it asking for web server installation location. So let me check where I have done installation for HTTP server. So I have done it to under IBM directory. So so this path I have to give here, copy from here and give this path to, oh, sorry, just copy and paste here, and it's asking for plugin installation path also. So just to go to, so plugin I have installed here, so go to plugin. So same like, just copy this plugin path and paste here, plugin. Now click next and finish. Click to review and synchronize this configuration to local configuration change. So now its synchronization is complete for cell. Click OK, and now you can see, and try to start it from here. It should be start. If it not started, okay, so now it's started. So let's check it's from backend also, it started successfully. So just grab httpd. So now it's started successfully. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have created a cluster, we have deployed application, we have defined the configuration for web server. Now what we have to do, we have to generate plugin and propagate. So click in generate plugin. Okay, now select and propagate plugin. Okay, so yeah, propagation server, what it's saying, the configuration of configuration failed to web server. Okay, uh, anyway, we will check it. So let me go to in the plugin directory, under plugin, cd config ihs. I think plugin is generated successfully. So let me grab our context root. Hello, plugin -cfg agreement files. Yes, it's already there. So plugin is generated. So no need to worry about that. So now another one important option is that we have to give important thing we need to change, because this plugin file will load by the HTTP server. So how HTTP will know that I have to read this plugin file? So that we have to define in into HTTPD conf file. So just vi into the vi HTTPD and go to and into the last. Just press and go to in the last of this file, and here just add 2 lines. What are the 2 lines? Uh, So in two line, just give to let me show you. Just paste this one first line, and in second line plugin config. So then only this HTTP server will know. So in first line, we have to define DLL file of this plugin, this mod 20 this. So this DLL will be loaded by HTTP, and in this file will be loaded. So then only HTTP server will send request to the plugin, and plugin send to the backend server. So in our environment, what is the path? Let me open the second tab. cd plugins, cd bin. So go to 64-bit ll. So see, here is this file, so we have to give its complete path along with this mod. So just copy this path, one second, just copy this path and paste here, then slash name of this. Okay, come to the second line. Now here it's asking WebSphere plugin config file path. So where is our plugin path? So plugin path is under config. Sorry, see config under IHS. Yes. So this is the path of our plugin file. So copy just this, paste here, then slash, and path name of that plugin file. Okay, now just save this file and restart our IHS. So let me stop it. So it's stopped now, and let me start. And our HTTP default port is the 80. So now how URL will be work in case of this plugin? So it will work like HTTP hostname colon HTTP port, IHS port, and context root. So in our case, HTTP localhost, because my web server is also in my same machine, host colon 80/hello. If this URL is running fine, then our configuration is successful with the IHS to the backend server. So let me hit this. Yes, right. So now our URL is now working fine. So this was the complete what we can say approach and how to achieve this. So let me show what is the high availability of cluster. Let me make down of one server here. Suppose I have, in case this server goes down, suppose. Okay, so our application will be still available because my one server is already running. Let me show you. Server 2 is now stopped. So now you can see server is stopped, and let me hit this. So our application is still running and serve. So that is the functionality of the cluster. And so we have covered this session. So if anybody has any query, any comment, any suggestion, so please give comment, subscribe this channel, because in coming month I will cover each and every topic of WebSphere. Also, I'm going to make some videos in what is that called, uh, container and all. Actually, I forgot the name. Okay, now I forgot the name, but so I will show in DevOps tools how to work in with WebSphere and Tomcat and WebLogic in DevOps tools. So for those things also I will make video. So thanks all. Now I'm stopping it.